Today, the plan was to, well, the plan still is to train legs, but I forgot my water bottle at home. I know I'm screwed, but we're just gonna train. We're gonna have fun. So I was thinking what we're gonna talk about today, and I had an idea. There are 7 habits that actually completely transformed my life from all of my experience as a, well, I mean, if you don't know me yet, I'm a senior software developer with tons of years of experience. So today we're going to talk about those 7 habits, which are quite simple and straightforward. Trust me, you can easily implement those in your life, and it will improve a lot. It will completely change your life. It did to me, and I was like, well, why I didn't think about that? Now I did, and I'm gonna share all those with you. It's gonna be pretty amazing. So let's talk about those. The first, I'm gonna just do a warm up and talk about those, and then after the warm up, maybe we will do squats or hip thrust. We will see. But the first and the most important one, senior developers will understand this, but juniors, they intend to ignore this one, and that is consistency. Consistency is the king, no matter what you do. Like, for example, in gym, when I train, if I don't skip gym, like I can't skip gym. If I do skip gym, then after, like, for example, if I come back after 2 or 3 weeks of a break, for whole week my body will be aching. It will be sore. I will be like, why did I even do that? It's like you're gonna feel pain. But if you are consistent, you're gonna improve gradually. You're gonna have better stamina. You're gonna have better mobility, and your muscles will grow. You will achieve your goals and everything, and you can pretty much come, like, after 1 day break or maybe 2 days break, and your body will not even feel tired. You will feel more energetic. Same goes with the programming. Same goes with coding. In our field, especially if you are junior, and even for seniors they understand that, but for juniors mostly they intend to ignore it. I did when I was early in my careers. So how you can be a consistent? You have to be, like, continuously code. You have to daily, just like you are not skipping gyms. You cannot skip programming daily. You cannot skip coding daily. You have to code. Now, the best way is to just code maybe something like, do some code challenges. If you don't have, like, a job, or if you don't have, if you cannot code consistently, then start doing challenges. But if your personality is not like, I personally didn't like code challenges sometimes. So if that's your personality, then do what I used to do, and that is start some project. It could be anything. Like, if you have an idea, for example, to gather the stats from like Fantasy Premier League or anything, just gather the stats, make a project, start building it daily basis. You can also start something like maybe a tutorial of, for example, microservices, and start building microservice architecture or anything. It could be literally anything. Just start building the project, and daily spend some time, like 1 hour maybe. Or if you are like me, who's a freaking noob, then just keep coding, like even 2 hours, 3 hours. Sometimes you just don't feel the time. You will face a lot of challenges, but that will improve you. So be consistent. Consistency matters a lot, and most of the times, unfortunately, juniors don't realize that, because with being consistent, you don't see the results just the next day. Oh man, I need my water bottle, but I don't have it. So they just ignore it because they don't see the results, but the results will come later on. That's why stay consistent. Without seeing results, do practice every single day, and you're gonna see how big the improvements you will have. Before we talk about the second habit, which is really important, I'm gonna do a little bit quick sprint, and then maybe go try to drink water from the tap, and then we'll do squats. Oh man, today is gonna be a challenge. Without water bottle, I don't know how I'm gonna survive. Let's go. Let's talk about the second habit, which is also super important, and that is, well, I think it's a key. It's not just super important, it's absolutely crazy important. Now, and that habit is basically setting clear, achievable goals. Don't set unrealistic goals. Like, for example, don't set a goal, I'm gonna lose 100 kg of weight maybe in the next 2 weeks or a month or something. That's just unachievable. Set clear, achievable goals. For example, it could be anything like, I want to do maybe 100 kg bench press, or something like I want to maybe run 1 kilometer or something. I want to increase my stamina. It could be literally anything. And the reason that's super important and that's the key is because this way you can measure your progress. You can actually measure your growth, and trust me, this will change everything. You will grow at a freaking crazy rapid rate. After this, you will be like, come on, am I the same person? All right, let's go. I mean, this is just a warm-up, so I'm gonna increase the weight for hip thrust. Let's go. All right, let's increase some weight for it. I think at the moment it's 50 kg. Yes, it's 50 kg. So we're gonna make it like maybe 70 or 80 kg. I think 80 kg is good. Let's do that. Yeah. So it's same with the tech field. Now, what you want to do is you want to break down complex problems. You want to break down your. That's why like that's why sprint is really important. That you don't well. Let's say you require a new feature of showing all the transfers or something. You don't just start doing that. You break it down into smaller pieces. Like, I'm going to design the buttons for this. I'm going to design the rows. I'm going to design how I want to show that, right? First, there are tasks for the designs, then there are tasks for the front end, then there are tasks for the back end. Like, we need APIs to fetch the transfers. How many transfers do we want to fetch? All these things. So you break it down into smaller pieces. You don't just start coding straight away. You analyze the problem, you analyze the requirements, and maybe you come up better solutions, and then you think about the most optimized, scalable solution, and then you start working on it. It's the same thing. You set clear, achievable guidelines or your goals, and then you achieve those. If you don't have clear, achievable goals, then it's going to be a huge hassle for you. All right, let's go. Okay. Oh man, I love it. Let's go. Man, I wish I had my water bottle. Yeah, so I cannot stress this enough that no matter what, even if you have a small hobby project or even just small freelancing project, break it down into smaller chunks, break it down into smaller achievable goals, and that way you will be able to understand the timeline, like when you're gonna be finishing this project or one more. Let's go. Yeah. So set clear, achievable goals in a time frame, and you're good to go. This balance. I mean, I'm just starting with the warm up because warm up is a bit easier. Then we're gonna increase some weight. It feels too light for the warm up even. All right, let's go. Oh, let's go. Okay, so the third most important thing is embracing failure. You need to learn how to embrace failure. There is a saying, if you're not even failing, you're not even growing, and I think that is very true. You need to learn how to fail. It could be anything, like for example, you fail to do repetitions or you fail to set your PR. You want to do, maybe you fail to run a mile or anything. That's not the end. That's the sign of improvement, that's the sign of growth. So the same logic applies to the coding, to the programming. If you're not failing, for example, if you're not, let's say you failed to implement a service, maybe you, like I was implementing Audi.NET library recently. If you fail to do that, that just doesn't mean you are a failure. That just means you are growing. Now the real improvement will start happening. You have to learn how to fail and improve from your mistakes. If you're debugging the code, learn how to iterate and learn from your mistakes, and then just improve your code, improve your code readability, improve the way you write code, approach in a better and clean way. The same logic applies. So you have to learn how to embrace the failure and be happy with that, because once you fail, that means you had a challenge which at this point you were not skilled enough to overcome, but soon enough you will be skilled enough to overcome that. So be happy if you fail. We're gonna do one more set, and then I'm gonna explain you another real important thing, which is I think from all of these points, this is my most favorite one and the most important one, for especially for junior devs, because to some extent I was guilty of this one as well. All right, let's go. We're gonna do one more. Check the form first. Everything looks good. Let's go. Oh, nice. Feels so damn good. I love it. To be honest, I even want to increase more weight, but I'm not gonna do it because I don't have water bottle with me. By the way, if you are thinking that why I was drinking tap water, that's because in Finland our tap water is the best. Well, Finland is the best country in the world. I just said what I said. That is a fact. One more. Oh, let's go. I guess I'm gonna do one more set of this. But before that, let me explain. Now, I think it's third point or maybe fourth, but this one is my most favorite one, and that is you always have to prioritize your mental and physical health. I said I was guilty of it because usually I see so many new devs. Even when I started my career, I also did the same mistake. When people start their career, they don't really prioritize their mental and physical health, and they are so much into their job because they just got a chance. They want to prove themselves. They want to show that they are like hardworking and everything, but it has so many drawbacks that you hurt yourself. And the thing is, you are in this for a long term. That's your career. You don't just want to burn out. You don't want to you cannot. That's just not possible. You cannot achieve everything in one day or 1 week. So I was lucky because I had a great mentor, and I was doing the mistake. I was like doing overtime and everything, and he was like, you are gonna burn yourself. Don't do this. Don't do this. You have to go to gym. You have to train, because just training, even like not regularly, just like once, twice a week, these kind of training, it improves your productivity at super good level. And not just that, it also makes your mind relaxed, and it makes you capable of dealing with the stress, because in our field we get a lot of stress with our like weekly goals, monthly goals, and of course yearly goals. From my whole experience, there was not even a single company where we were able to achieve our yearly goals at the end. Of course monthly goals, yeah, but most of the times our yearly goals, because they are usually long term, or maybe I wasn't part of the best companies, but right now I'm working in Europe's number one in the digital signage company. So I can tell you, I can guarantee you, there will be not even a one company that will be able to achieve all of their goals. Something will always miss, because those yearly goals are more related to their long-term vision. So you need to learn how to deal with the stress, and the best way is to work out and just relax sometimes. So always prioritize to take care of yourself, because health is a blessing. You need to have a good health. All right, let's do one more. So don't ever burn out. Okay. Let's go. Oh man, this feels good. When you have a long coding sessions, then it's really important to have some kind of physical activity. And for me, I personally like to do in the morning, early in the morning before my day starts. I wake up like 4 o'clock, 4:30, 5 o'clock, and I take it slow, and that's my habit. But if your schedule allows you, you can come during the day or in the evening as well. And the important thing is you have to, like for me, I personally made up my mind and set it as my meeting, a client meeting, or your team's meeting, or anything that's like mandatory for you. Make it sure that gym session or training session or any physical activity session is mandatory for you, and put it in your schedule that if not 1 hour, 30 minutes, that's more than enough. Train regularly. If you don't have access to the gym nearby, maybe do it at home. Set up some home training sessions and train regularly. That will help you so much in handling the stress and using your brain to its full power, and you will be able to come up with a lot of crazy nice solutions. Oh, let's go. That's just a warm-up, by the way. Let's increase some weight. All right, let's go. Okay, so one more important thing that I want to talk about. I don't know if it's fifth or sixth point, or even fourth point. I don't remember anymore, but that is having your routine adaptable and flexible. You don't want to have like a concrete routine. It's same like in our career in tech field. Oh man, let's go. Let's finish this one and then I'll continue with this. Yeah, so in our tech career, requirements change. That's quite common. You will always have changing requirements, and maybe your team changes, and you have to have adaptability in, man, I can't speak, adaptability in yourself. You can adopt the changes. You can, you have to have flexible skills. That way you will grow, not just grow, but you will be able to achieve your set goals, which is super important, especially in our field. And same goes for your like gym routine or maybe your daily routine. You have to have adaptability. Let's say you change a job, or maybe you have a new project that you have to work on during the weekdays. During the daytime. So you can change your gym routine to be maybe early in the morning or afternoon, or maybe in the evening, whenever your routine allows. So it has to be flexible. All right, let's go. Like for example, when one of the company when I was working, I had a really good routine where I was having free time, like probably 2 to 3 hours before lunchtime. So right after the first meeting, I had a free time. I was able to work out at that time, and then that means I had to have like really small breakfast, and before lunch I could go to gym, work out, and then after that have a heavy lunch or just normal lunch, and then have coffee, and then later on take my protein in, eggs and everything, and then have a dinner, and after dinner I work a little bit, and then just normal stuff. So it all depends how adaptable you are, and you have to have this adaptability in your routine. All right, let's go one more and then we'll continue. I wanna help you out with all these small things which literally transform your life. All right, let's do some Bulgarian squats. One more important thing is, which is really important, and I wish somebody have told me, and that is holding yourself accountable. It's so simple, but it's super important. Oh man, let's go. Let's do one set and then we'll talk about it. Let's go. Oh, all right. So that means you can have maybe a training buddy or a trainer who can hold you accountable. Or if you don't have that, you can have me. You can send me DMs or have a conversation on Threads, or just in the comments share your progress with me every day. Like just an attendance, something like that. So hold yourself accountable, that you have to be regular, you have to be improving daily. And same goes in our career. Do code reviews regularly, hold mentor sessions, hold your team accountable, and be happy if you are getting some constructive constructive feedback, because this is the best way to improve. Man, in the starting, in early beginning of my career, did I forget any synonym? So in the starting of my career, I was so hesitant to get constructive feedback, but it was so damn good. Let's go. Two more. Let's go. Oh man, I'm so beat. Yeah. I mean, these are just small habits, but once you start implementing them, oh, massive change in your whole lifestyle. And I started realizing these later now in my stage. I mean, a little bit earlier, but still now, when I have tons of experience after years, I have realized I could have improved even a lot if I was implementing even half of these. But I mean, sure, it's a bit late, but it's good. Now we did. Okay, so we're gonna train some calls and leg raises. Let's go. Oh. All right. Also, one of the most important thing is celebrating your small wins. It could be anything, like maybe you set a new PR in the gym, or maybe you achieved your just small goal or increase a weight. Celebrate that. Be happy for that, because that's a sign you are better than yesterday and you are improving continually. Same goes for you. Like at work, most of the time they say feedback is really important. If you don't appreciate your teammates, or if you don't appreciate your juniors, they will intend to leave the company. That's because feedback gives you motivation. It increases your morale, which is really important in our field, especially because our field is quite dry. So having good feedback, or having this accountability for yourself, where you be happy just on the smaller achievements. It doesn't have to be like huge achievements, like you maybe have got your degree or anything. Just smaller ones, they are also worthy to be celebrated. So celebrate them. Be happy. Be improved. Set a new goal. Just small ones. All right, man. One more, and then we're gonna do some calls, and we're good. All right. Okay. So let's do some post cardio, and we are good to go. It was a freaking good day. Now we're gonna start with speed 5, and then gradually we're gonna increase the speed to 10. But yeah. So one final habit is all these habits are absolutely important in my opinion, and these are not just the key to build muscles or stay healthy, but it's also, um, I can tell you, it's a key to have a strong mindset for the best developer out there. Now, what do you think? Like, I'm really interested. What do you think? Which habit is the most important one? To me, I think one of the most important one is having a balance between work life, because that's super important. You don't want to do overburn yourself. You don't want to do too much, which I used to do, but I learned it hard way. So you should also learn it. Always prioritize your mental health and physical health. All right, let's finish up this, and definitely leave some comments down there. Let me know which one you think is the most important one, especially if you are senior developer, because this was a journey. It took a long time for me to learn, and I really hope you guys find this helpful. All right, let's speed up maybe to 10, and we're gonna enjoy. It was a good workout. I think I might want to do a little bit more abs today. Whew. By the way, cardio, I used to hate it, but now I kind of like it. I love it. Cardio is one of my favorite parts. I wish I had my water bottle. I guess this is good enough for today.